Hi, welcome to my kitchen. If you were raised in the South, then you probably grew up eating banana pudding for dessert. For those of you who've never heard of it, it's a layered dessert, kind of like a trifle, with bananas, vanilla pudding, cookies, whipped cream, all of the important food groups. I'm going to show you my vegan take on that dessert, and although there's no eggs or dairy in this dessert, trust me, you won't miss it. It's fabulous. Stick around. To make the pudding, first I'm going to start with a half cup of milk. I have coconut milk right here, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch to it. Give it a quick whisk. And set it aside. Next step, get a medium saucepan and turn your heat up to medium. And then we're going to take 1 cup of non-dairy milk and 1 cup of coconut milk. If you don't have coconut milk, then just use 2 cups of soy milk, almond milk, flax milk, whatever milk you like. Then add 2/3 cups of sugar. Give it a whisk. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then we just wait till it warms up. After about 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat, if you put your hand over it, you can feel that it's hot, and a few bubbles will start to gather around the sides. So that's when it's time to add the cornstarch mixture that we made earlier. So you're just gonna pour it in slowly. Ooh, it's splashing everywhere. Gonna pour it in slowly and whisk. Okay, you may be wondering why I use coconut milk along with my other milk. I love coconut milk because it adds a nice richness to everything. So I've made it just with soy milk before, and I don't know, it just tasted real healthy. So with coconut milk, it just tastes a little bit more sinful, a little bit richer. So I've been whisking it slowly, and it's still on medium heat, and it's starting to get thicker and thicker. So just keep whisking it. At this point, you're just trying to keep it from sticking to the bottom of your pan. I'm going to turn the heat down to medium low, starting to get a little bit thicker. See that? So we're going to stir it like this and let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes, and the pudding is quite thick and bubbly. Let me get a spoon and show you how thick it is. Spatula. See, it coats see how it coats the spatula? That's what you want. And don't worry, it still seems a little bit soupy, but as it cools off, it'll get a lot thicker. After you turn off your heat, then we'll add a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm very stingy with this vanilla. It was $9, but I tell you what, you can taste the difference. And give it one final whisk. Remove the pot from the heat. Get a clean bowl and pour your pudding into the bowl. And now that the pudding is ready, just cover it either with some plastic. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cover it with a plate like that and let it cool to room temperature. That'll take about an hour. So while you are waiting for this to cool down, that's when you can slice your bananas. Okay? So it's been a while since I made the vanilla pudding, and I set it aside on the counter and let it get to room temperature. And here's the end result. It's not completely solid, somewhere in between solid and liquid, but it's perfect. I need it a little bit runny like this because it just tastes better. It makes the flavors blend better. And once you add the cookies and the bananas and everything, you will have a nice firm pudding. But for now, that's what we're looking for. If your pudding came out a little bit too thick, then just add a little bit of milk and whisk it in. Otherwise, what we're gonna need for this, besides the pudding, are 3 bananas sliced, Biscoff cookies. Now, you are totally fine just using vanilla wafers. I love it with vanilla wafers. That's how I grew up eating it. But lately I've been using these. They are wonderful in banana pudding. So if you can get your hands on the Biscoff cookies, give it a try. Otherwise, use vanilla wafers, or really any thin crispy cookie can work. Try ginger snaps, why not? You know? So anyway, we've got our pudding, the cookies, 3 bananas, which I'm going to slice, and then some whipped topping. I like this one from True Whip. So this is what we need. I'm going to slice these bananas, and then I'll show you how to put it all together. All right, I've sliced up my bananas and I have everything arranged all nice and neat for you guys. And believe me, when I make this not on camera, it does not look this neat, but I'm pretty proud of myself. So we're gonna start with the cookies and layer my little Pyrex bowl with cookies, and then a layer of bananas. You may want more than 3 bananas. I like a pretty high cookie to banana ratio, but if you like more bananas, then I have 3 bananas right here, but you may want to do 400 times. I don't know if any of you are from up north. I'd be curious to know if you eat this. I went to college in New Jersey, but I don't remember anyone ever mentioning it or ever seeing it up there, but I could be wrong. It's my favorite. I just love it. If you've never tried it, please make this. It is delicious. It's just the epitome of comfort food. Okay, so I put a layer of pudding. Wanna guess what comes next? Yep, you got it. More cookies. Look at that. That's so pretty. Break up a couple to go there and right there. Okay, and another layer of pudding. And the last layer of cookies. And well, I guess I don't need more bananas after all. I have a little bit of pudding left over. So I'll just put those few bananas on top. I could have just added them to the other layer, but oh well. No one will be the wiser. And slather on this last bit of pudding. And spread it on, all nice and even. And let me get out my final ingredient. Get that out of the fridge, my whipped topping. And put as much of that on top of there as you like. And this layer will help soften the top of the cookies. If you have a recipe for homemade vegan whipped cream that you like, or whipped topping that you like, then use that too. I have made a really nice whipped topping in the past with chickpeas, believe it or not. So if you have a recipe like that, you can try that. Otherwise, I really love this True Whip. This is going to have to soften for a few hours, for several hours. So I think you can refrigerate it for a minimum of 4 hours, but it's already late. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to just put this in the fridge for the night, and by the time it's ready to eat tomorrow, it'll be soft and sweet and gooey and amazing. So let's say goodnight, and I will see you in the morning, and we'll take a look at how it turned out. All right, take 4. Well, it's been about 12 hours since I put the banana pudding into the refrigerator to get soft. And I've been shooing my family away the whole time because they've been trying to get to it. So here is the end result. I'm going to get a little plate and open her up so you can see how she looks. Layers. So the cookies are soft, the bananas, the pudding, everything has gotten all married together overnight. Thank you so much for joining me today. I sure enjoyed making one of my favorite desserts for you. And I hope that you've seen that banana pudding, even without eggs or dairy, is a fabulous dessert.